Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu and her Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić review bilateral relations. India has embraced technology to revolutionize governance and uplift service delivery, says Prime Minister Modi. African swine fever outbreak is under control and all measures have been put in place, says AH and Veterinary Minister A.L. Heck. And a fish corner wore a deserted look as fish vendors stayed off the market following a notification issued by the government. And now the news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu and her Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić agreed to set a target for bilateral trade from the present 320 million euros to 1 billion euros by the end of the decade, said the Ministry of External Affairs in Belgrade on Thursday. President Draupadi Murmu is on a 3-day state visit to Serbia from the 7th to the 9th of June. While briefing media about the India-Serbia relations, Secretary West, Ministry of External Affairs Sanjay Verma said that during the visit, President Draupadi Murmu highlighted that the relations between both sides have a shared understanding of each other's core interests. Earlier, in a joint press statement to the media, President Murmu highlighted the positive outcome of delegation-level talks and the resolve of the two nations to work on diverse areas of potential cooperation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that India has embraced technology to revolutionize governance and uplift service delivery. He said technology has brought efficiency and convenience to the lives of people and also enhanced efforts to build a digitally empowered India. Modi said this while sharing on Twitter the articles, videos, graphics and information over 9 years of technology for growth. The state government on Thursday said that the African swine fever ASF outbreak is under control and all measures have been put in place to contain any further spread. Situation is very much under control because the rapid action team and the veterinary doctors have promptly taken all measures to contain the spread, said Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister A.L. Heck. A few places have been affected, but at a very small scale. He further said that the department has not issued any order or direction to stop sale or consumption of pork, but people should take all precautionary measures so that swine flu does not spread.
Then I will immediately with his letter endorsed to the secretary to examine and see what kind of possibility we can take it forward. Tinggi orang baik punya nama empat kang depan bende ga senang itu masih ya kesiat pun kang tiga namlah bende ki papang ki dia bitangi itu di madang tai tong kia kataru it is sent only after the verification of the veterinary doctor of that particular area. You have to see the health condition of the livestock.
The fish corner at Yodo wore a deserted look on Friday as fish vendors stayed off the market following a notification issued by the state government prohibiting the distribution or sale of fresh fish brought from outside the state for 15 days after many samples of fish tested positive for formalin, which is highly toxic and injurious to health. Speaking to media persons, C. Wankar informed all the citizens of the state that for the time being they will be closed and would not sell fish, and they will also meet the Deputy Commissioner R.M. Kurba. He also said that they will work together with the Commissioner of Food Safety, Government of Meghalaya. It may be mentioned that a Deputy Commissioner, East Khasi Hills District, in a circular said that as per the analysis reports from the Assistant Food Analysts, out of the 40 samples of fish tested, 30 samples were tested positive for formalin.
Reports that formalin has been detected in the fishes that are coming from Assam, but it has been found that not in all from all parts of the Assam, but in some parts. So that's why it's a regular procedure also. These fishes that are coming from outside will be sampled. So generally the procedure is that whichever is coming, generally on a regular procedure also they do this random sampling of the fishes. But whenever we get this kind of credible inputs or some kind of news, then this kind of will be more stringent and more vigilant. This is mandatorily will sample the fishes which are coming from outside and will ensure that all of them are safe to consume.
The Office of the District Mission Coordinator, West Jaintia Hills, in collaboration with the State Project Office, Samagra Shiksha Semam and 93.5 Red FM, held a roadshow on Jan Bhagidari at H.K. Singh Memorial Secondary School on Thursday. The roadshow was organized to spread and create awareness on foundation literacy and numeracy, G20 and Nipun Bharat under the theme Ensuring Foundation Literacy and Numeracy, especially in the context of blended learning. The function began with the recitation of the Nipun Bharat pledge, which was read by the H.K. Singh students in the presence of District Mission Coordinator Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, the State Pedagogy Coordinator SSA Srimati M.W. Lingra in her address spoke about the importance and objectives of Jan Bhagidari. The Meghalaya Legislative Assembly has been awarded by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs for speedy implementation of the National Avidan application. The Meghalaya Assembly is among the 9 legislative assemblies of the country to implement the application. Union Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal presented the award to the Meghalaya Assembly at the National Workshop on NEVA held at the Convention Hall of the Ashok Hotel at New Delhi. The award was received by Borlang Marwen, Computer Programmer and Nodal Officer, NEVA, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. Lack of proper drainage system has impacted areas around Pinthorba, Pinthor Umkra, Lankarding and Nongminsong as they continue to suffer from floods and waterlogging every year. This year too is no exception. Heavy rains that lashed the city in the early morning of June 9th inundated a few areas at Lankarding, Nongminsong near BDW International School, disrupting vehicular and people's movement. And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 23.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 19.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 98%, while in the evening it stood at 96%. Rainfall recorded was 10 millimeters. The forecast, light to moderate rain, is very likely to occur at many places. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. President Draupadi Murmu and her Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić review bilateral relations. India has embraced technology to revolutionize governance and uplift service delivery, says Prime Minister Modi. African swine fever outbreak is under control and all measures have been put in place, says AH and Veterinary Minister A.L. Heck. And the Fish Corner wore a deserted look as fish vendors stayed off the market following a notification issued by the government. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here is wishing you good night.